Hey everybody, I think I forgot my headset. Can you get my headset? My daughter's in the kitchen, everyone's home, and I'm doing a live with you today so we can do some Easter treats. And today we're going to be making my Easter peanut butter eggs and my coconut flour pie crust that you can use for sweet or savory recipes. Hopefully sweet, right? Because you want to make a, thank you, a pie crust. Oh no, then I have to change out my settings. Oh no. Is that gonna close?
It'll probably close it, don't.
It'll close my live. All right. Well, I'm sorry. I can't do my headset. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Let me know if you are here. Can I see comments? Why can't I see any comments? Or shouldn't I be able to see comments? Let me know if you can hear me and where you're watching from. This is my usual Facebook Live on Thursday at 11. And last week we made something. I can't remember what it was. But today we're making peanut butter Easter eggs. I hope you'll join me. And we're also going to make my pie crust. So I wanted to share with you a couple things that I've been doing recently because of this time that we're in and home. I can't go to my trainer because the gym's closed, but he's offering free virtual classes, which is pretty cool. I think he has a body sculpting class tonight at 6 and a 7 a.m. class, full body workout in the morning at 7 a.m. Yay! Charlotte says I can hear you. Thanks. Hi from Indiana. Yeah, let me know where you're watching from. I'd love to hear. Hi, Donna. Yeah, so my trainer is doing free virtual classes this week, and it's been great because it gets me up in the morning and I don't sleep in and I actually get a nice sweaty workout in. So tomorrow, Eastern time at 7 a.m. and Saturday at 10 a.m. So I think it's recorded too, but anyway, you can go to Freeman Fitness 7. I put the link above. Check out his Facebook page, and he's got the information there. If you want to join me, I will be there tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. And it's really good to just get dressed and actually get your sneakers on and feel like you're doing something for yourself and for your body. So that's what I've been doing. The other thing I've been doing, since I can't get to my hairstylist for my roots, so I don't have all my whites coming in, is I'm using L'Oreal Magic Root Cover-Up, medium brown, working like a charm. Working like a charm. Just sprayed it up this morning before I got on live with you guys. So you can see, so you don't see all the white hair coming through in my part. And my bangs are getting long enough that I was able to actually put them back with a little clip. So yeah. Anyway, let's say hello. Hi Trish, you can hear me. Yay, Nova Scotia, Canada. Well, it's a dark and dreary day. I do have a light on in the kitchen because it is pretty dark in here. Hopefully you can see me and hear me. And I put the links above. So if you want to join me today when we make the peanut butter Easter eggs, you do need a mold, but if you don't have the, can you get me the, my daughter's in the kitchen. Can you get me the regular peanut butter cup silicone mold? So if you don't have the Easter egg mold, you could still make these in silicone muffin cups in a regular standard muffin pan, or in one that is made for peanut butter cups. But the silicone works great because they easily pop out. So that's why I love it. Tina says mascara works good too. Yeah, I have no lashes left. So mascara is not even going to show up on my live. Yep, I put eyeliner on, you're not going to even see it. I had a color in my brows because with the hypothyroid, a lot of my hair, no, the regular peanut butter silicone, red. It's red, and it looks like peanut butter cups. My daughter's going to help me get some things for you today. Morning. Hi, Ann from Michigan. Yeah, so how is everybody doing? Hey, Chrissy, my friend. She's in New York. Give her a shout out. I'm praying for you, friend. Anyway, today, we're still having Easter. Even if you can't get together with your entire extended family and friends, you still have to make it special for the ones that you can hug and love, right? So today we're making, here it is. So today we're making peanut butter Easter eggs. Very, very simple. If you don't have peanut butter, guess what? Use almond butter or use sunflower seed butter if you want to make it nut-free. You can do anything with this recipe and it'll easily work. It's very adaptable. After the peanut butter Easter eggs go in the freezer, we'll make my pie crust. You've got to have a good pie crust. This pie crust that I use is fantastic. It is for sweet or for savory. So you'll remove the sweetener if you don't want to make a crust with it. If you want to make my Italian sausage quiche for brunch on Easter day, then you don't add any sweetener and you can add some like onion powder or garlic powder. Links are above. If you want to get those ingredients, you can do those with me. You need butter and coconut flour, olive oil, swerve sweetener if you are making a sweet pie crust. Man, you could do so many things. You could make a quiche with this pie crust. You could make some of my no-bake recipes. If you have frozen strawberries, you could make the strawberry mousse pie. You could make my peanut butter cheesecake pie. Grasshopper pie is no-bake. If you want to do really nice for Easter and bake it, you could do the chocolate mousse pie, or you could do the lemon cream pie, which I think I'm going to do for my family. But once it's started today, you can bake it and keep it refrigerated until you're ready to fill it, or you could even freeze it, or you could just actually make the whole pie today and just put it in the fridge till Easter. It will still be good by Easter, I promise you. All right, so Donna says she can hear me. Great. Hi, Sylvia from Iceland. Amazing. All right, so here is the silicone peanut butter mold. So if you don't have this and you have a standard muffin cup mold pan, and you have silicone little paper cups, you could use that as well for this recipe. So I have my laptop over here because I need to see the recipe because I don't know all my recipes by heart. If you're unfamiliar with my recipes, I have, and my website is sugarfreemom.com, and I have over 1,000 free recipes on my website. I also have a cookbook called Naturally Keto, which has some amazing allergy-friendly, nut-free recipes for the whole family, even the picky ones. And so I have a lot of recipes, and I try to share them on our Facebook Live just to show you how simple, simple things that you can do to make your home happy by feeding the ones you love, right? That's the way I show love to my family. So always, you can go back on the left side of Facebook where it says videos. You can look up all the live videos that I have. They're all recorded and they stay there, and everything's titled, so you can find everything you want. A couple weeks ago, I made a hot cereal that with shelf-stable ingredients that you might love. You can make it with water, and it's really delicious. Hi, Christelle from South Africa. Amazing. And Gloria from Calgary. And thank you. If you have purchased my cookbook, let me get it and show you. It is over here, Naturally Keto, and over 125 recipes. It's on Amazon. I forgot to put the link above. I will have to do that. But it is 35% off on Amazon. So thank you for supporting me and my small business. All right, so we're gonna get started with the peanut butter cups. I'm just looking at my laptop. So what you need, like I said, if you have peanut butter, you can use it. If you have almond butter, you can use it. Cashew butter, macadamia nut butter, sunflower seed butter, whatever you have on hand, we're going to use that. We are going to use coconut oil. Now, some people don't like the flavor of coconut oil. You really can't taste it. It's full peanut butter flavor for these Easter eggs, so you really can't taste any coconut oil. But I will tell you that if you use a refined version of coconut oil, people have said, and I've noticed it too, there's less coconut flavor. Unrefined is a little bit stronger coconut flavor. You need some vanilla extract, though you could leave it out if you don't have it on hand. And you need some sugar-free chocolate. You could use chocolate chips or a bar. You need about 3.5 ounces to make the coating for the Easter eggs. This bar by Lily's, sweetened with stevia, is 4 ounces, and I'm just going to use that rather than use a scale and have to measure out the chocolate chips. All right? Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to make the peanut butter. So you need 3/4 of a cup. I forgot a spoon. Let me get that. All right. So you're going to measure out. My measuring cup in here has lines in it for the measurement. So I know how much to use. And we are going to put it in a microwavable bowl. I just use glass bowls. You could actually put this over a pot of simmering water to melt the peanut butter and the coconut oil, or you could do it in the microwave. So you're going to measure out 3/4 of a cup. The brand that I like is from Whole Foods. If you can't get it, you can find these online. It's creamy peanut butter, and it is unsweetened, and it doesn't have any sweetener. It's organic, the 365 brand. This is the one that I like. But like I said, you can find some online. So I have 3/4 of a cup going into my bowl. And you can leave any questions you have about any recipes. Oh, it smells so good. like I said, if you have a peanut butter allergies, you could use sunflower, almond butter, and then we're going to use 2 tablespoons of the coconut oil. It's very soft. I'm going to get another spoon. Hi, Donna from New York. I hope you're doing well. I pray for everybody in our country that is dealing with this. I need a paper towel. And I hope that my recipes just bring you joy to make some things that you love, you know, recipes for your family and your friends. And, you know, you could freeze these peanut butter cups. These will be eaten. If I don't freeze them, my family will devour them, except my daughter's shaking her head. She's hiding. If I don't freeze them, well, you know what? They've even taken them from the freezer. My youngest can't have them because they are peanut butter. If I use sunflower seed butter, he could have them. But they're definitely addictive. So be careful. You have been warned. So now we're going to take the coconut oil and the peanut butter, and we're just going to melt that in the microwave. I'm doing it quick for this live. Otherwise, you can do it on the stove. Sit this over a pot of boiling water. And you just want to melt the coconut oil so it's easy to add the vanilla extract and pour into our Easter egg molds. All right, so I'm going to do that right now. I'm really bummed out about the headset. I wish I had remembered my headset. I am so grateful you're all watching today. I guess a lot of you more are home now. So it's nice to see you all. Hi, Esther from Newfoundland. Did I even say that right? Can you add nuts to these peanut butter eggs? You probably could. I would chop some up and put it into, after this is melted, I would put it into the mixture before you pour it into the mold. Do you have an alternative for the coconut oil? Butter. You want something that's going to kind of harden it, not harden, but solidify a little bit, which butter could do. I wouldn't use like a standard olive oil or avocado oil. Those will not solidify. So that would be a challenge. You want the center of the peanut butter egg to be nice and creamy, but you don't want it where it doesn't solidify, right? It'll be mush. All right, so let me get my mixture. Oh, I dropped my towel. All right, we are in my kitchen. So now we just see how it's melted pretty much. You're just gonna mix these 2 things together. And like I said, if you don't have an Easter egg mold, no problem. Use a standard muffin pan. If you have silicone cups to put in the muffin pan, I would use that. It's much easier to pop these out. Now, we're gonna add some vanilla extract to this. If you don't have vanilla extract, you can leave it out. It's not the end of the world. So I'm just going to put in a little because I only have a little left, and I actually needed some for my coconut flour pie crust, which is a bummer that my Amazon order hasn't come in, of course. All right, so what's next? A little bit. I put in liquid stevia. I know some of you don't like stevia. You think it's bitter. Maybe it's the brand you're using, okay? I've always used Sweet Leaf. And I find that it is not bitter at all. I have many different flavors because I keep them in the fridge and they're wonderful. So I'm going to get my liquid stevia from the fridge and I'm going to put that right into this. I think the vanilla flavor would be best, but clear is fine to use. Coconut flavor is fine. Chocolate is great. Even English toffee would be delicious in this peanut butter mixture for the center of the Easter eggs. All right, so I say a half teaspoon. I know that a half teaspoon is usually about 3 squirts. And that's it, guys. That is the mixture for the center of the peanut butter egg. So what you're going to do is grab your muffin pan or your silicone Easter egg mold. And we're going to fill up our molds, whatever you're using, halfway. Just halfway, and they're going to freeze for an hour. Now, in order to do this recipe, to show you what they look like, I had to do the peanut butter mixture, and I froze them. So I'm going to get mine out of the freezer so you can see how they easily pop out. I'm going to put them on the on the piece of parchment here. And then we'll melt our chocolate coating for our peanut butter eggs. All right, so I'm going to get those. Move some of this stuff out of the way. Ta-da! Just like magic. No, these were done last night. So all you have to do now, see, this is the Easter egg. You don't need these, like I said, but I filled them only halfway. So let me move this over. And I'll have to make these again because I have all that peanut butter mixture ready to go. But I only have one mold. So then you just pop them out. I'm going to wash my hands again. I did wash before the video. Washing them again. I got a few comments last week. Not too nice, thank you very much. But working on being better in the kitchen for you all. I am just a mom. Have some grace, you know. I am in my kitchen. I got some mean comments last week. Hey Deanna, thanks for watching. Where's the recipe, Karen? Right above. And it's on my website, sugarfreemom.com. You could Google it. Sugar-free mom, peanut butter Easter eggs. But I've put the link above, as well as the pie crust we're going to be making. Can you use powdered sweetener? I would say, if that's all you have, use powdered. But I think the liquid works best, only because you want a smooth filling. And unless you have like Swerve confectioners, powdered is the best. You just don't want any graininess. Do not use a granulated low carb sweetener. It's not going to be, it's going to taste grainy and it's not going to be good. That's why I prefer the liquid toffee flavor or vanilla flavor stevia. You really won't notice. There's no bitterness. It's all peanut butter, full on peanut butter flavor. All right, so I washed my hands. We're going to pop these out of the molds. Very simple. See how cute? Ta-da! And I'm just going to place them on the parchment. These have been frozen. 1 hour is all you need. I had to do this ahead of time for the video. So simple to pop out. That's why I think if you use a muffin, a standard muffin pan, it's fine. You just need those little silicone cups so it'll be easier. And you just make regular peanut butter cups. No big deal. They don't have to be Easter looking, right? They also have this mold. That's the peanut butter, regular standard style of peanut butter cups. You can use this mixture for either. And like I said, switch this out. You want to make it almond flour. You want to make it with almond butter, you can. Coconut butter, sunflower seed butter. Okay, empty. All right, so these are empty. Moving this. Actually, we're going to lay this here because we have to do the chocolate mixture. So now I'm going to move these over and we are going to make the chocolate mixture. So you need 4 ounces. In the recipe, it's only 3.5 ounces of sugar-free chocolate. Why do I like Lily's? It tastes the best. It melts well. Have you ever had sugar-free chocolate? Like the first time I went sugar-free back in 2004, the first Christmas, my husband thought he was doing me a favor, and it was so sweet. He got me sugar-free chocolate, you know, with maltitol and sorbitol and all those alls. Oh, it was like a Russell Stover. It was like, you know, I could bite one. I tried a bunch. I didn't know. It was first time going sugar-free. Bless you. My daughter sneezed. The kids are in the house, guys. This is life, right? Anyway, he got me the chocolate. Have you ever had sugar-free chocolate from the store, the maltitol, the sorbitol, all that stuff? And you ate too much of it. Well, I enjoyed myself. It was Christmas. I was in agony for hours. Never again will I buy any kind of sugar-free candy that's pre-made in any store. I had the worst cramps and stomach pains for hours on end. I will never use that stuff again. And that's when I started creating recipes back in 2004. All right, so I had a bar. You can use sugar-free chocolate chips instead, but measure out 3.5 ounces. I have 4 ounces. It's a little bit more chocolate. It's not that big of a deal. And also with it, you need 1 tablespoon of the coconut oil. The other option could be butter. So it's soft. It's nice and soft. I like this brand Spectrum. And we're just going to use a tablespoon. Can everybody hear me okay? Leave any questions that you have. Yes, if you have vanilla stevia, you could eliminate the vanilla extract. It just adds another wonderful flavor. I like vanilla extract in almost any dessert because it just adds another depth of sweetness that you really can't get just from a sweetener. All right. Thank you, Andrea. People who, oh, that's my grandmother's clock. Sorry. People who use their time to be mean are just so unhappy. Just ignore the negative. I will try. My friend Jennifer, if she is watching, told me, you know, you get a lot of good comments all the time. Why focus on the one bad one? I said, well, it wasn't just one bad. It was multiple bad. But I think they eliminated it last week. They were complaining that I was touching my face a lot. And I'm in my own kitchen, in my home. I did wash my hands. But yeah, I'm not a professional. I'm not a professional chef. I'm a mom, you know. But anyway, I've looked the other way. I'm here today trying to do another live with you all, regardless of the no comments. So now take your coconut oil and your chocolate, all right? Put it, melt it on the stove, melt it in the microwave. I did about a minute, and let's see if I can answer any questions. How much powder sweetener would you use instead of the stevia? Oh, I would probably only do 1/3 cup. You know what? You can taste it. There's no eggs in here, right? So maybe just do 1/4 cup in your peanut butter mixture. Taste it. If it's not sweet enough to you, add a little bit more. You can always add more sweetener. You cannot take the sweetener away. Rule of thumb, okay? So yeah, I'm definitely going to have to make some more peanut butter cups because I have all this mixture. So the other thing you might want to do is if you see a lot of peanut butter like left over in there, not that it really matters, we're not doing a photo shoot for these. I would clean out the peanut butter before putting the chocolate in because it's going to stain the chocolate on the outside, but it's really not, it's not necessary for your home recipe, right? We're just gonna fill up the chocolate into these even though they have a little bit of peanut butter on them. All right, do you get these on Amazon? Yes, I'll put the link in for these molds right when I'm done. You could also get them at Bed & Bath, but I don't think Bed & Bath is open right now. Okay, I did 1 minute for the chocolate. I'm not quite sure it's done, but we're gonna mix and see. Mix it with the coconut oil and just see if it's enough, if it's melted enough, where we're going to fill up just a small amount into the Easter eggs. You're 100% right on pre-made sugar-free candy. Yeah, don't do it. If I can teach you anything, I would tell you not to do it. Oh my gosh, I forgot to tell you the greatest thing ever. I have changed my webinar. My free webinar was supposed to be held a month ago in March, and because of everything that happened, I decided that it really wasn't important to focus on that at the time. It was on stopping the cravings and breaking a stall, and I feel like at this time, many of you really, our focus isn't to lose weight, right? Our focus is just to keep our families and us well and healthy, and I think one of the most important things is even if you're not focusing on weight loss, that you remove the sugar. Nobody needs sugar. It's not good for you. It's not an essential vitamin, mineral, or macronutrient. You don't need it and it's not good. So I changed my shift for my free webinar, April 15th, next Wednesday at 7:30 through Zoom. The link is above. You have to sign up for it, and space is limited on Zoom. I had no idea. So I am going to talk about the reasons why you're still craving. It's not your fault. If you're on low carb or keto and you are still craving and sugar is still calling your name and you're feeling defeated, like you have no willpower, it is not your fault. There are reasons why this is happening. And I blame myself for years and years and years until I really realized the problem. And I want to share this in a training with you, a free webinar next Wednesday, and the link is above. Stop the cravings and break free from sugar once and for all. Break up with it and you will live your best life. All right, it's all melted. I only needed to do 1 minute. So my recipe just says, what does it say? Make the coating, melt the chocolate, stir until smooth, pour it halfway up the mold, not overfilling this. So I'm just gonna use my teaspoon. Can you see this? There we go. I'm gonna use my teaspoon and I'm just gonna fill in a teaspoon of the chocolate in each, making sure I have enough to cover the tops. We're just maybe using a little brush might help too. We're just gonna fill it up like this. And comment, leave any questions that you have. I'll try to answer them when we're done. Okay, this looks good. So now, I'm going to take a little pastry brush. Let me get one. Something like this will work, and just spread the chocolate into the cup up the sides. So it's not a lot, it's just enough to cover the sides. Here we go, almost done. And then we're gonna throw in our frozen peanut butter halves that are already done. See how nice, very simple. You would do the same thing in a standard muffin pan. You just coat the silicone muffin cups with the chocolate up the sides, so it's all coated. Pastry brush works really nicely for this. And same thing if you were doing it with a standard peanut butter cup. So now we're gonna take our little, they're getting a little soft, sugar. We are going to use a spatula. All right, take a spatula, because they're getting a little soft, and you're just going to flip them right into the chocolate. You know, being left out. I mean, they'll be fine with the chocolate once it's all covered and frozen. You don't need to leave them frozen. I would keep them refrigerated though, because they will melt a little bit with the coconut oil, but don't you want a nice creamy center? I do. All right, keep going. Flipping with the spatula because they're sticky. Peanut butter's melting, that's the best part. Almost done. We got a dozen here. Looks like I'll be making a few more after this. So I only have one. All right, it went in the wrong way. No big deal. Upside down. It'll still work. Okay, can you see that? All right, next we're gonna cover it up with the remaining chocolate. And then we're gonna freeze these. So just do, again, a spoonful to make sure you have enough for every egg. We'll straighten this out as soon as we're done. Doesn't matter if it's messy. I think I just have enough. I do. So maybe 4 ounces might have been better of chocolate. At least this will get you started on thinking about Easter candy, right? Or Easter something for your family. A pie crust waiting for you to fill, and these Easter eggs. Just hide them until Sunday. All right, I'm putting this in the sink, taking my pastry brush, and we're just going to cover it up. Cover it up. You could even use a spoon. It really melts right on very nicely. How's everybody doing? Are you doing this with me? Are you making something with me? I hope so. If not, you can just grab the link above and make these when you're ready to. You can freeze these now. You can keep them refrigerated. They'll be fine till Sunday. I'm almost done. All right, that is it. So what we're gonna do now, it says you should spread chocolate to cover, store in the refrigerator. So I think it'll be better if these are set for probably an hour in the freezer. I don't know that you'll be able to see the final product with me today, but I think an hour to get that, and maybe 30 minutes to get the chocolate nice and set. So you can refrigerate. I think it says refrigerate. If you want it to go quicker, maybe I'll put them in the freezer for a little bit, so maybe we'll get to see them and I can open up one for you. Okay, that recipe is done. Now I'm going to get the next recipe. Let me see if I can answer any questions. Jeanette asks, seems like you could do the melted chocolate first, put it in the freezer for an hour or so, and then make the peanut butter. I've tried that, and it isn't very, it doesn't work as well. because when you have a hardened chocolate shell and you pour the peanut butter, I guess you could do it. The peanut butter is soft, right? So you're putting it in there and the warm peanut butter kind of melts that chocolate. So you might get a marble defect. And then when you go to put more chocolate on there, unless you go and you freeze that peanut butter that's loose for 30 minutes, you put the other chocolate on top and it's just gonna all marble up. So I found that to be the best way, is to do it separately like this. Freeze those ahead of time and then put them into the, then do the chocolate after that. All right. Next, doing mine with the silicone muffin. Yeah, right, that's all you, I have those right here. Yep. You can just use these silicone little muffin cups and make it a regular peanut butter cup. No big deal. All right, so now I'm gonna, oh, the dog is barking, of course, right? Okay, so now we're going to change up our plan and we are going to now switch over to my other counter. Here we are. And you need a food processor for this because we are gonna make the coconut flour pie crust. It is on my website. I put the link above and it's also in my cookbook. So I'm using my cookbook to make it today for you. I love your videos, thank you. They won't last till Sunday, it's true, I agree with you. Doing my, yay, okay. All right, so next up is, Julie says upside down or upside right, they will still be delicious. You are right. I love you guys. You guys are super kind and sweet and I'm happy to be here. All right, coconut flour pie crust. You need salt, olive oil, coconut flour, a sweetener if you're making a sweet, or if you're making savory pie, then you don't need the sweetener at all, okay? So we're going to, and have a pie dish, and you need a spray or coconut oil. I'm just gonna coat this with coconut oil since I have the coconut oil out. I'm gonna use a paper towel with in it, and I'm just gonna coat my pie crust dish. What size? 9-inch pie pan to make the coconut flour pie crust. Like I said, I have so many no-bake recipes that you could fill this with, and I have savory recipes. I have my spinach pie. That would be delicious, spinach and mushroom pie. That doesn't have a crust, but you could use this for the crust. I have the quiche, Italian sausage quiche, or lemon cream pie or chocolate cream pie. It's delicious too. All right, so there we go. That's coated with the coconut oil. Next, you're going to use your food processor for this. And we are going to need 2 large eggs. So I have chickens, and I get to leave them here on the counter until I wash them. Then they can go in the fridge. But until then, they don't have to go in the fridge. So I'm going to use 2 large eggs from my chickens, and I've got to rinse them. There we go. 2 large eggs. This one's kind of small. I'm going to use a bigger one. Colored eggs from my chickens. Great. We actually don't have any chickens that lay white eggs. We have little baby chicks that we just got. So you're going to crack these in. It's wonderful having chickens. I must say, especially when people are having a hard time getting eggs today. All right, 2 eggs in. Next up, 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil. You could also make it with avocado oil, whichever you like. I have my tablespoon. Where did it go? Here it is. And it had just the coconut oil in it. So I'm going to add I like it with the olive oil better than with the coconut oil. Next, a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Like I said, if you're not, where is my vanilla? Oh. If you're not making a sweet pie, you can leave the vanilla extract out. I only have a little left, and I'm going to use it for my pie crust. Done. That's it. Gone. No more left. All right, what else? 1 cup or 120 grams of coconut flour. I'm going to get my scale for this. You should measure out your flour. Coconut flour, it works a lot differently. It's denser, and 1 cup, your 1 cup might be different from my 1 cup, and you really should do the grams. So I'm going to get that right now. I have a simple scale like this. And I'm going to take a bowl. And I'm going to zero out the scale. And I'm just going to measure on grams until I have 120 grams, just like my book says. Still going. There we go, 120. And you're going to put this into your food processor. This makes it so easy to just press this crust right into the pie pan. Okay, next we need 56 grams of the Swerve granular sweetener, or a quarter cup. I'm just going to measure it out in grams. This gives the pie crust a nice flaky texture. How much did I say? 56. There we go. It's a little bit more. I'm not going to worry about it. Not the end of the world. All right, that's done. You need a quarter teaspoon of sea salt. I use Redmond sea salt because it is delicious and it is pure Himalayan salt, and it's made right in Utah. So I feel, supporting our country. Okay, I said a quarter teaspoon. This is a half, so I'm just going to take half of it. And that is it for right now. We are going to process this, and then we're going to add cold butter. Okay, that looks good. I'm going to move this over so you can see it a little bit better. Move these things. Okay, so now you need 1 stick of cold salted butter. If you don't like a lot of salt, don't add the extra salt if you're using salted butter. If you have unsalted butter, you can still make this recipe. It's not a big deal. All right, so we are going to add the cold. We have to cube the butter. Let me get a stick of butter from the fridge. Okay, so I'm just going to take a butter knife and cut it up. Can't see your comments right now. I will read them when we're done. And then we'll check the peanut butter eggs. All right, so the whole stick of butter is, the whole stick of butter is going in. I'm just trying to cut it up into chunks. Doesn't have to be perfect. How many of you have made this pie crust recipe? Anyone? It's fantastic. And I'm not just saying that. Read the reviews. All right, how long are we going? Oh, it's already been 40 minutes. I won't keep you much longer. We'll just make this and we'll be done. Okay, cold butter is in. I need another paper towel. All right, let's see. Hi, Mrs. Glenn. Oh no, you broke your food processor. I'm so sorry. All right, so this is it. This is the recipe. Cold butter is in. I'm going to show you how far you need to take it to show you what it looks like when it's actually done. All right, can you see this pretty good? I'm going to pulse it. So we have crumbs right now, if you can see this. Okay, I don't want crumbs. I want it to ball up into what looks like dough. So it starts pulling away from the sides. It's going to do that in a minute. Watch this. It's coming. There it goes. That's what you want. And now it's done. So you're going to wet your hands. You're going to wash your hands again before you place this right into the pie dish. Towel is on the floor again. Oh, thanks, Stephanie. I'm not grabbing it. I'm using paper towels. Slipped off the dishwasher. Okay. Remember, we already greased this. So I'm going to take this out and dump it right into Okay, that's not working. Pull it out. Don't chop your fingers off. We don't want to go to the doctor's today. We don't want to go to the emergency room. Not ideal. Not presently. All right, so I'm just using my hands. You do have to wet your hands again. This is sticky. Okay? So I'm going to wet them a little bit with water. And we're just going to press the pie crust right into the dish. Oh gosh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to preheat my oven to 400. We'll do that in a minute. So you want to pre-bake this. You want to bake this, especially if you're doing a no bake filling. You want to bake this. It only needs to bake about 10 minutes. If you want to get this thinner, you can use a little parchment on top, and you can use a roller. I just like to press it in. It's pretty simple to do. You could also take a cup, the bottom of a cup, and make sure it's flat on the bottom so there's no big, so it's level. So it's not, one side isn't more higher than the other, because that wouldn't be a very good pie crust, if you can see that. So, and all you do is, if the sides are looking like it's just too much, move it. Grab it and move it. This is what I do. Makes it easy to work with. See if I can see any other comments. If you need to go, that's okay. This recipe is going to be saved on the side. And thank you for watching. If you do have to go, I hope you'll join me tomorrow with my trainer at 7 a.m. Eastern Time. I'll be happy to see you. I won't look like this, of course. I'll have my hair in a ponytail, and I won't have any makeup on. But that's the point, right? You're supposed to get nice and sweaty. It's great to break a sweat. All right. I'm not even good about really making the sides of my pie crust pretty. I'm not worried about it. I mean, you can pinch. You can pinch and make it pretty if you want. It's only for my family. I'm not photographing this, so it's up to you. You can make it pretty. The best thing that I would say, though, even if you're making my lemon cream pie or my chocolate cream pie, that you should still partially bake this so that you have a nice flaky crust and it's not soggy. We're going to bake it at 400 for 10 minutes. I also like to use, which I don't have it out, I like to use a silicone pie crust cover that goes over it. So if you're going to rebake this for a filling that needs to be baked, like the chocolate cream pie, you want to cover your crust. Aluminum foil will work as well. Otherwise, because it's already been baked, it's going to burn. You don't want the crust to burn. If you're baking this once now and you're doing a no-bake filling, you don't need to cover the crust again. Because that's it. Once it's baked, it's done, and you can just add. I also have a peanut butter mousse pie filling that's no-bake that you might like as well. What are you guys making for Easter? All right, there you go. I'm going to clean my hands, and then we're going to use a fork to press fork holes all into the pie crust so that it doesn't puff up when it bakes. More paper towels, because my towel fell on the ground and I don't want to use it. All right, that's it. This is how it looks. We're just going to fork it all around so it doesn't puff up when baked. And that's it, guys. Now you bake it at 400 for 10 minutes, and that's it. And then you fill it with anything you like. Lemon cream pie, cover the crust if you rebake that. Coconut cream pie, cover the crust. No bake pie, strawberry mousse pie, peanut butter pie filling. You don't need to rebake it. So it'll be done for you for Easter. I hope you guys have a lovely Easter. Shall we see if the peanut butter cup's done? I don't think so. In the freezer? I'll go get it so we can see if it might be done. It might be. You never know. I'll pop one out and see. I think it's done. Oh, yeah. Oh, I broke it. I broke the end. That's okay. Shall I take a bite and see what's inside? Oh my gosh. Can you see that? It's done. And it's so good. So good. Happy Easter, everyone. I hope you have a fabulous day with your family and friends on Sunday. And if you're not subscribed to my email, go to sugarfreemom.com, and I'd love to have you subscribe. My email's free, and I share all the latest recipes right to your email box, as well as upcoming events like my free webinar, Stop the Cravings and Break Free from Sugar. I hope to see you there next Wednesday. And if not, I will see you on Thursday next week at 11 for my live. Leave any questions you have and I'll answer them when we're done. Have a great day. Bye-bye.